Hi, brothers and sisters. Well, I didn't plan to be back on here, obviously. But I received about 11:30 a.m. today, October 20th. I received a very, very, very powerful word from the Lord. And He wants me to put it up right away. I know. You know, um, He had to tell me 3 times, I have a word for you. Before I you have to forgive me, before I ended up sitting down and writing this word out. He gave me to go with this. He knew I asked him for several. I asked him for at least 3, 2 or 3 scriptures to go with this. So he gave me Isaiah 17 right away. And then after I asked him for a couple more, he gave me Psalm 102, verses 15 through 22, and Psalm 97, verses 10 through 12. Brothers and sisters, I have already stated that I believe we are, we're there. I believe the Lord is coming at any moment, and I know this is from the Lord. I know that. I have no doubt in my mind. I test the spirits. I know this is from the Lord. So it's just I'm speechless. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the word. Daughter of mine, speak these words with peace and love. For I love all my children. I love all my creation. And it is not my wish that even just one should perish. No, my wish is that all come to me and see and know my love and salvation. It is my wish that all would accept me and what all I have to offer. However, unfortunately, that is not the reality we are in, my children. I am not a God that would force myself upon anyone. Everyone has a choice. I do not ask for, nor do I want robotic type love. I want you to love me because you want to. I want you to realize your need for me. Some have done exactly that. And they are called my bride, whom I love with all my heart and soul, as they too love me with all their heart and soul. So now I say this specifically and directly to my bride. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready. And all that, by the way, that's all in caps. And the last, he wanted a big pause on, and then 3 exclamation points. So he is being serious, brothers and sisters. Be ready at all times. Okay. For we go at any moment. And that's when true heartache, chaos, death, destruction, and disaster will begin. But take heart, my children, for that is also where so many that just will not come to me right now. My husband, he didn't put that, but that is where just let me back up. I apologize. But take heart, children, for that is also where so many that will just not come to me right now. That's when they shall come running to me. That shall be the largest harvest, the largest salvation the world has ever seen or will ever see again. For they are stubborn and rebellious right now, you see. And it is not until I remove my bride, my loved ones, that they will humble themselves and come to me, crying out tears of utter despair. Cries that have not been heard throughout this earth yet. But it is those cries that shall send them to me for their salvation. But I shall say again, be ready to go at all times, for you know not when I come. No more. I have had enough, and that appointed day has reached you. And yes, he just said, that appointed day has reached you. So be ye prepared. Time is up. It is time to see your King. It is time to see your Father's face. Rejoice and rest in me, my loves. I shall see you in the blink of an eye. It's time. It's time. It's time. Abba, Jehovah, Almighty God. Okay, brothers and sisters, so take that to the Lord for yourself, for discernment. Ask Him to show you confirmation. Ask Him to show you whatever it is that He wants you to see, because each of us have specific, unique relationships with the Lord. You know, my relationship is not the same as your relationship. Your relationship is not the same as another person's relationship. You know, we all have our unique and relationships with the Lord, and He sees only us in this relationship, which is so wonderful. But you know, so take this to the Lord for discernment, and ask Him to show you what it is that He wants you to see. Ask Him to tell you what it is that He wants you to hear, you know. And be ready. Be ready, be ready, be ready. I mean, 3 times in a row. It's time, it's time, it's time. You know, and I could feel the urgency, because, you know, usually I would wait on a word like this, but I knew in my heart He didn't want me to wait on it. You know, I just knew. I just knew. You know, I mean, I did ask Him just to make sure. But I knew even before I asked Him if He wanted this out, I knew He wanted it out. So, just be ready. You know, He's gonna come when we're not really expecting Him. I don't really know how that's gonna work. But, you know, I don't know. Just be ready. Be ready at all times. I love you guys. Shalom.